Welcome back to 7-Minute Options on this Tuesday morning, July 6th. Taking a look at my positions today and opening at least one new one. The one that caught my eye here is EWZ, that's the iShares Brazil ETF. I've had good luck with this one in the past. The IVR on this one is 39. It's much higher than all the other liquid ETFs on this Tastyworks list here. And I went to the 20 delta range, 35.42. I like to be in the 15 to 20 range in general. That's just my personal preference. And here I can collect $1, which is pretty good. This one is the 45 days to expiration. This one expires in the August monthly cycle. So today EWZ pulled back a little bit, so it's going to be right in between the range here, between the put and the call. And if you look at the short call here, the 41, it's just at the top of the range. This is exactly where EWZ has kind of peaked recently, and the put is right where it was bouncing around. So I feel fairly confident opening up this strangle here, 35.42, and let's see if that one gets filled. And while that one is getting filled, a couple of positions I want to take a look at here. SoFi pulling back today. Actually, a lot of red here across the board, and not a particularly good day for me. So I'm just going to have to wait a little bit. One of the things I'm keeping an eye on is Nucor. So this one here was an iron condor, and then we turned it into a very narrow iron condor as our short put was. So as our short put was getting challenged, I rolled down the short calls, the $5 call spread, to turn it into a very narrow iron condor. And Nucor was doing well. Actually, it was just in this very tight range here. These two lines represent our iron condor at the moment. And just today, Nucor broke through the short put, so this only has about 10 days to go. And I'm not sure I want to roll it because we got earnings coming up on July 22nd, but I might have to. I got 10 days left, so I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on this one. Obviously, I'm hoping for Nucor to turn around. If Nucor has a good day tomorrow, or even later on this week, and it pulls back in between these two strikes, then I will be able to close it for a scratch, maybe even a small profit. So I'm going to keep this open for another day or two, and hopefully Nucor rolls around. Again, with only 10 days to go, my P&L in this position should vary quite wildly. If I take a quick look at it, I could buy it back for $273 today, and I've actually collected $215 in premium, so I'm only down about 58 today. So maybe it's not a bad day to close it if I think Nucor is heading lower, but I think it's just a particularly bad day, and usually when there's a particularly bad day, I can expect a rebound the next day. That's the story I'm going with. But as you can see here, don't as soon as you start rolling positions, the cost is no longer accurate because it only shows the cost of the most recent position, not of the position since you've been rolling. So to get a good history of exactly how much you've collected since you've opened the position, you got to open this order chains tab here. So I've collected $215 right now. It's at $273, $58 loss. I'm going to hold that one open. And with only 10 days to go, the P&L can start to swing wildly. So if I have a good day tomorrow, if it's up, it's down $4 today. If it's up $2 or $3 tomorrow, let's say, I will be able to close this for a profit. A couple of other things is Astra. So this one had a wild past couple of days. We opened up a short put position here. And of course, on Friday, it went way up. And today it went way down. So our short put actually still doing pretty well. We're still $18 in the green. Actually, on Friday, which was the most recent day that the market was open, it was closed yesterday due to July 4th holiday. But on Friday, this position was up like 50 or $60, more than 50%. And I was thinking, should I close it? Normally, I would have closed it. Normally, I like closing positions. If I can make 30, 40, even 50% in the first day after it's opened, just close it, get your buying power back. But actually, I want to collect the stock. I actually think Astra is a good long-term stock to own. That's just me. And again, it's highly speculative. All they need is one rocket, to blow up or something, and the stock can tank. But Astra right now, the premium is still quite high, 152%. I actually think this is higher since they opened the Astra ticker for trading, and the 45-day expiration. Even this one here, the IV is going up. So there's a lot of good premium out there. What if I go out to the 45-day expiration? 10 put. I'm just speculating here. $462 in buying power. to get 1 theta. It's not particularly bad, but it's not crazy good either. Right now I only have 3,800 in buying power. I'm trying to free up my buying power, waiting for a lot of this volatility to come back into the market. So I'm looking at not putting on a whole bunch more positions here unless the buying power is very low and the theta is good. So that's the story with Astra there. Gold, where's gold? Gold's finally coming back. Finally. Actually, my gold position with 45 days to go is looking really nice. So gold is finally turning around. And actually, you know what? I should have a closing position here. Let's see. I had a roll on this one. So GLD, I've collected 105, 293. Yeah, $196 in credit so far. And right now I could buy back for $220. So I'm still at a $30 loss. But if I collected 196 in credit, I might as well try to buy this back at 50%. So I'm going to try to close this position for 100 in debit. Put in the GTC order right now. And that way I don't have to think about it. But I'm really glad to see gold is finally making a turnaround. I've been waiting for that for a couple of weeks now. Silver. Actually, today's silver is not correlated with gold. For the last 3 or 4 months, silver and gold have moved in lockstep. This one here is my Jade Lizard in silver, and yeah, it's still I'm good. I'm in the money here, but not as much as I'd like to be. And I already have a GTC order for these ones, so that's fine. Silver is good. The rest of my positions are doing somewhat okay. SoFi continues to pull back. That one really concerns me. I got a lot of money in SoFi. I'm very bullish on SoFi. Nothing expiring in the near term. I got 45 days to go there. IPOD is a huge pain in my ass right now because I can't close it. So right now, for some reason, I haven't read the news yet this morning. I'm a little bit behind the cycle here. But if I want to, for example, roll this, yeah, right now IPOD is set to closing only. So there might be some kind of a news event or something happening in IPOD. I got to look into that. That is usually not a good sign. That means something is happening with IPOD. Either very good or very bad, but it's some kind of a news announcement that happened while the market was open that has caused that to be the case. So I'm going to have to check what's happening there. But hopefully I'm trying to roll this into the next cycle, at least my short put, to stay alive for a bit longer. I'm waiting for IPOD. I'm waiting for the actual company to be announced because right now IPOD is still a SPAC. And I'm waiting to figure out exactly what company IPOD is going to become. And then eventually the ticker is going to change just like IPOE, change to SoFi, that kind of thing. And then hopefully that'll be some good news and the stock will rebound past 12.5. 10 days, what's happening with Clover here? I got a 10 put on Clover right now. It's at 10.06. So, yeah, I got my GTC order there. Just waiting to see what happens. I don't feel like rolling it just yet because I got earnings coming up on August 16th. So, hopefully Clover is going to hang around just above 10 and I can close this thing for a nice profit again. If Clover starts going, if Clover goes sideways or goes a little bit up, I'll be able to close this in the next week or so. So I'm keeping an eye on that one. Tilray, we exited the Jade Lizard last week, so all I have now is that debit, 1819 debit call spread, and Tilray continues to kind of lose some ground here, but hopefully it can turn around, go back to the 1819 range, and we can make some money on this $42 debit call spread that we opened. And then that's pretty much it. All right, yeah, no other positions that are giving me grief right now. Yeah, Palantir, I'm waiting for that to expire. Astra, we're still in the money, so that's fine. Yeah, Fubo, I think I just rolled Fubo because I'm not worried about taking Fubo through earnings. Come on, there we go. So that I'm not worried about. The one that I like to keep an eye on are the ones that are expiring in the near term. So Palantir, I'm going to let that one expire. Clover, we talked about. EWZ, we talked about. And IPOD, we talked about. And Ucore, we talked about. So yeah, that's it. Those are the only positions I'm keeping an eye on. And yeah, that's it for today. Thanks. Bye.